Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Charioteer. It's a Tier 8 British tank destroyer, and it's located on the west spawn of Sand River, and it's under the command of ParadoxPoke. And alongside him in an SU-130 PM is Coma Ill, and that's his platoon mate. Well, what can I tell you about the Charioteer? Well, it's based on the Cromwell. It's got a very big gun on it. Initially they were built with a 20-pounder gun, which is an 83.4mm gun, but this one has got the 105mm gun, which has got 390 alpha. Yep, there you go, 390 alpha, penetration 268, and well, it's a rather meaty gun. As you can see, it's quite nippy because it's based on the Cromwell, Meteor engine and all that, and well, ParadoxPoke's taking it south into the dunes area. Gonna have a look, see what he can find. Oh, Leo! And he gets an initial first hit, 537. It's a good roll, a high roll. But he was spotted, so he had to pull back. Okay, well, nobody directly in sight. The Leo's disappeared. He's obviously made the wise decision there to pull back, but there's a 45 TP, and that's a low roll, 215. Very surprising. In fact, now he's got a number of targets, including an Oni, who's taken damage on his turret straight away, and now he's had a hole in his turret for 392. Oh, and our EBR just met an untimely end, or was that somebody else's? No, it was the enemy's EBR met an untimely end. And that 45 TP just blew up. A round went through his engine deck, and he's dead. Okay, over to the south, we've got a 50 TP. Go for the lower plate, and he gets it! 423, a nice hole right through the centre of the lower plate. They're very susceptible shots there. 50 TP's manoeuvring around the dunes. Oh, Leo, there he is. Kill shot, yes! Only 87 hit points, but he pulls back just in case he was seen. He wasn't, so he was safe, but he did take the precaution. It's always wise to do that, just in case you were seen. And there's another reason why he needs to pull back. That's a black dog, and it looks like he hit the top of that dune there. Just hit the ridge line, not the actual black dog. But he did get it that time. 408, a high roll. In fact, is that the Chinese version? I don't know. No, it's not the Chinese version. But it's now a dead tank because it's been blown up. Only 181 hit points, but it is a kill. And he wasn't spotted, so he doesn't have to pull back. Jagdpanther. Oh, left him on only a few hit points. And he has been killed. But you can see that ParadoxPoke is being careful because there is an enemy tank behind us, a Comet. And he's pulling up to see if he can get shots on that Oni. No, he can't. The rock's in the way. Conscious of the Comet, he wants to get shots on that, but oh, there's the Centurion and he's looking this way, but he's not firing at us. I don't think he can actually see us. Sixth Sense didn't go off, so that's why he wasn't looking directly at us. But that 50 TP might come around the corner. He might spot us. And, oh, we just lost... Oh, no, Coma just got the Oni. I thought for a second we'd lost Coma. Okay, the Comet just took a load of hits. And, in fact, there's 3 enemy tanks coming from that direction. We're going to have to pull back. And then we've got a SU-130 PM there. And we need to hit him. And yes, we get an average roll, 390. Can we finish him off? Just need one shot to do it. Yes, well, we did get the hit, but unfortunately it didn't finish him off, but we have got the high caliber. We were seen, though. He's using that wreck for cover, but we still managed to get around in. Been hit twice by that Centurion 1, and the Scorpion G is angling to try and outflank us. Here he comes. And he takes a round, but he's not dead. And now he is. Now that Centurion is the problem. Luckily we've got guys up on the hill at the T-103 shooting us. That's the S-130, takes a round, but he puts one into us for 508. We're now down to just 24 hit points. Pulling back. He needs to pick a better spot to shoot from. That Comet's trying to outflank. He's taken damage though from Coma Ill. I think this is a better spot to fire from. Can we get a shot in? Yes! I think he fired through the building actually and took him out. The shell just went straight through, wiped out the enemy behind him. So he's got 4 kills now. Coma's got 1. That Oni. Just cresting the ridgeline. Doesn't really want to do that when the Centurion could be looking this way. That Centurion seems to be very good at doing snapshots. There's only 3 enemy tanks left. One of them's an E25. The other is an SU-130PM, and of course that Centurion. Now we know that the Centurion and the SU-130 are around here. There's the Centurion. Okay, this is not a good ridge line to shoot on. We'd have to crest the ridge and not shoot. Give him a chance to shoot us. And there's the SU-130PM. He's just over this ridge line. We can go over here and shoot him. One up the ass, Klaus Kellerman style. And the SU-130 is down. T-130 got 103 got him. There's the E-25 off to the south. The Centurion knows where we are now, so we do need to be cautious. Are we going to go for that Centurion? I think so. He's looking at the E-25 to see what he's doing. T-103 is coming this way. Where is the... There is the Centurion. And he knows he's been seen. His sixth sense went off. He turned to try and shoot, but he took a round up the ass. Again, Klaus Kellerman style. Of course, Klaus loves shooting enemy tanks up the ass, and the Centurion's down, which means the only enemy left now is the E-25. And we know he's to the east of us, but we don't want to crest the ridgeline and suddenly get hit, so... Yep, okay, that was good. E-25 is obviously heading for the southeast corner. There he is. Oh, he's heading towards us actually. And he takes a big roll for 447. One more shot. We're at 6k damage already. There he is. Yep, got him. And that wins the game with 5 kills. Nice round. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tank for ParadoxPoke in the Charioteer. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 in total. A fire for effect and a bruiser medal out of the minor medals. But out of the epic ones, he picked up a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle, a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else, and also a tank sniper, because most of his action was at long range. And he certainly did do a lot of damage. Look at the win rate for this game, 16,254, which is very high CPU Unicum standard. So let's have a look at the, well, just look at that, it scrolls. You have to scroll to see all the damage he did. That's a lot. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he actually did the highest amount of damage in the game easily. 6,329 hit points of damage you can see in that game. The next highest scorer was that SU-130PM who got 4,111. And it must be sweet that he actually did get that round into his rear before he was killed, because after all, that SU-130PM took most of ParadoxPoke's hit points away towards the end of the game and left him on only 24, which made him very vulnerable. The next highest scorer was in fact the T-103, got 3,444, and we can see if we look at the scoreboard that Coma managed to get 2,555, so he actually came fourth, so that's not bad at all. Let's have a look at the number of kills. Well, it's obviously ParadoxPoke again. He got 5 kills. T-103 got 4, and then there's 2 tanks with 3 kills, the Lynx and the SU-130PM on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, well, it's easily ParadoxPoke. He's got the top in all 3 columns, 1,483 base experience points. That's the ace tanker, no problem at all. T103 managed 1149, and then Coma managed to get 829, so he's in 3rd place. ParadoxPoke fired 20 rounds in that game. He got 19 direct hits, which is good accuracy, and 17 penetration. So the gun only let him down on 3 occasions, and only 1 shot missed the target. 2 splash as well. Damage of 6,329 hit points, of which 3,578 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits, all of them were penetrations. I'm afraid the armor on the Cromwell, or rather the Cromwell conversion, is not that hot. And when you consider that it's actually facing quite superior tanks, or tanks that are actually designed to kill Tiger tanks and IS-3s, yeah, he was very lucky to survive, given that, you know, he did get some pretty big hits from the Centurion and also that Su-130 PM. He spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 12 of the enemy, so there was only 3 enemy tanks he didn't touch during that game, and killed 5, 1/3 of the enemy team. He did damage assistance of 291 hit points. I think that may have been spotting assistance on that occasion. On a free-to-play account, he actually earned 47,545 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, and he did use some premium rounds, he actually ended up with a deficit of 9,726 credits. He picked up 3 bonds for getting the medals, the High Calibre, the Tank Sniper, and the Confederate, and he also picked up base XP of 1483, and there was no multiplier, so that's all the experience points he took away. But it's very nice, actually. He said Charioteer is a nice tank. Well, it is a nice tank if you know how to handle it, because basically it is a bit of a glass cannon. It hasn't really got armor, but it does have a very big gun, and that very big gun is very easy to take out enemy tanks at range if you've got them spotted. And it was nice that his team was spotting well for him to actually enable him to get good hits on the enemy. But he also handled it well by not impetuously going over ridge lines and now allowing those enemy tanks to put holes in him. He did hold back, and it was unfortunate that Centurion managed to get 2 hits on him, and also the Su-130 PM, but at least he had some colleagues around who were able to keep them suppressed so that he could then outflank them and put holes into them. Yeah, great game. 6,000 damage, not bad at all. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel, and we get great replays like this all the time, so do stick around and you'll see something interesting. Thanks for watching.